Okay, yes. And your name?
Kelsey Lynn Stokes.
And you're with the Veterans Yoga Project?
I am with the Veterans Yoga Project.
Okay, how did you get involved with it?
So this whole event was essentially my idea. So I started working with lululemon about 2 years ago, and this was one of my goals. I had already been certified with the Veterans Yoga Project, and I knew that we had the resources and ability and the kind of like-minded people that would be able to pull something like this off.
And how did you get originally involved? Were you in the military?
With Veterans Yoga, my whole family is Air Force. Yeah, mom's a captain, dad's manager, my brother's an F-18 pilot. So I was also engaged to a Marine, so that's how I got involved.
And so what made you think that yoga would help the veterans?
I experienced dramatic improvements to my life when I started practicing yoga. And then when my fiance deployed to Iraq, that was when I decided to become a yoga teacher. And then when his tour got extended, I decided to look for more resources for veterans so that I could be more supportive of him when he returned home, which is when I found Veterans Yoga Project. And it actually, the training that I went to was on November 7th and 8th of 2015, and he actually showed up on my doorstep from his tour on November 6th. So it was very serendipitous.
So do you think there is a problem with transitioning when a person from the military comes back?
Absolutely. I don't think that there were nearly enough resources available for him, and they were all given on a conditional basis. At least that's his story. I wasn't there, so I can't tell for myself, but at least my experience of him was that he was asked if he felt anxiety, depression, stress, suicidal thoughts, and he said yes. And they said, if you say that, you're gonna have to stay here a while longer, so you want to go home to your family, don't you? So he changed his answers, and he came right home and had a very difficult time readjusting.
And do you think he also had post-traumatic stress?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I would say that there's so much stigma put on, not stigma, but there's so much emphasis on physical exercise. And while our bodies are something that we use every day, so are our hearts and minds. And I don't think there are nearly enough resources, organizations, even just ideas that people talk about on a daily basis of how do you actually exercise your mind. So I think that something like yoga is so accessible, and while it is available in so many different places, the way it is taught is not always accessible for veterans or for domestic abuse survivors or anyone who has experienced trauma. So this practice is specifically a trauma sensitive practice. It is open level. Anyone who hasn't experienced trauma can still practice, and they probably wouldn't notice the difference, but it makes all the difference for people who have, and it just is more invitational, more gentle, more considerate of the experiences that these people have had.